Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update, and this is for the week of August 28th through September 4th. Although these videos are timeless, so if you have come across this video outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition and that it brought you here for messages. If you are watching this during that period, wow, this week on September 4th at the end of the week, Mars joins the retrograde parade that's going on because all of the planets, except for Venus, will be in either their pre-shadow of their retrograde or in the middle of their retrograde. So Venus being direct, all our love lessons are still kind of focused outwardly, while all the rest of the planets, every other area of our life, are pointing us inward for this reflective period to understand things. So what does this Mars retrograde energy bring in for us? Well, Mars is known as the planet of the god of war, but it is focusing on the masculine energy part for this retrograde. We are kind of drawn to reflect on that. The men in our lives, like our fathers, those in authority over us, even brothers, cousins, anyone that had this masculine energy in our lives. And with Mars actually being in the sign of Gemini, Gemini really has to do with communication. And so I feel like what we're being drawn into for this period is a new way of communicating with those masculine energies in our lives. We, of course, are going to ask for this reading, just, creator, spirit, universe, what can we do with this Mars retrograde energy? So we'll definitely look into that. So September 4th is when the Mars retrograde pre-shadow begins, and we'll start to feel the energy of the retrograde almost on day one. And as we get closer to when it actually goes full retrograde on October 30th, then we move into that strong energy period from October 30th to January 11th of next year. That's as long as Mars is going to be in full retrograde. Then when it goes direct on January 11th, for a couple months, all the way up to March 16th, is when we're going to be in the post-shadow. And that's more of a reflective period of what did we learn during this pre-shadow and retrograde period when Mars was in Gemini, and what are we going to do with that? So that is the kind of information that we're going to be looking into here as we pull this reading. But before we jump in there, I did want to make sure you were aware, I'm right in the middle of having a YouTube subscriber marathon where my goal is to reach over 1,000 YouTube subscribers or more, of course. And when I reach that amount, I am going to be giving away 10 free 1-hour personal readings to 10 lucky individuals. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really appreciate you consider doing so, because once I reach that, I'll put out a special video on how you can actually sign up for that drawing. But also in the meantime, I'm putting out kind of weekly another special giveaway. So I have put a link down below to my giveaway playlist. I also put links to the specific videos, whichever is more convenient for you, because there still is time to sign up for my first giveaway, which is a free 30-minute recorded personal reading. And then the second giveaway that I just put out last Friday is for a hedge of peace and love. So if you want to know more about what those are, and if you want to sign up for those, check those out below too. I'll also throw the link to the playlist at the end of the video. It'll appear here in one of the corners at the end. So I'm excited for those giveaways, and I'm also going live each weekend, and I'm going to go intermittently too on kind of like Facebook and Instagram, but I am going live on YouTube on Friday evenings at 11:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Yep, and then going over into midnight into the next morning. And then on Saturday at noon, and Saturday and Sunday at noon, I'm going live on YouTube as well. So if you want to check any of that out, just keep an eye on my Facebook, my Instagram, and Twitter, because I do put out the advertisements of when those things are happening and other information as well. All right, so enough of all that. Let's jump in to your reading and see what we can do with this Mars retrograde energy. All right, Cancer signs, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Into the Lonely Woods deck. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do put in the description box below. So we'll give these a shuffle, and we'll see what Creator and Spirit would like you to know about that Mars retrograde energy. Let's do one more time here. All right. Well, they already gave you your card, so we will use this one. And you have the Ebbs and Flows. Beautiful card here. That was 31. So we'll put this right here. Let's see what energy comes in here for you. It says there will always be moments where we find ourselves unable to find our place within the world. Those we once knew have fallen away, and those we have yet to form trust and loving relationships with are yet to come. We are sometimes given responsibilities to care for on our own when we thought they would be shared. It is natural to contemplate what we may be doing wrong or is lacking in us, but this will pass. The truth is, we all go through the initiations of companionship and solitude, of intimacy and estrangement, of deep understanding and the grief of being misunderstood or abandoned. This moment is an ebb, but soon the flow of companionship will come. Friendships and love will surely flow back to you, as too will that true and deep sense of belonging. Wonderful. So yeah, definitely this is that masculine energy that has left your life in whatever way it has left you with these feelings, left you with these emotions where you're at. So this is the time of review of those and understanding that there are times where we might feel we need to have someone in our life for that purpose, and we're finding that we're doing it alone. I have a dear friend of mine, and she raised basically 3 children on her own. And whenever she got into relationships, she was trying to find someone that would help her be a partner with her, right? To help her raise her children, to help, with life. And of course, she had a lot to offer the other individuals. And she'd always end up having a 4th child. Instead of a partner to help her, she would end up with someone else to take care of too. And so as, these individuals came in and out of her life, we would talk and I was like, why do you keep trying to find a 4th child? I go, you've been doing it on your own for so long. Why do you feel you need someone else? And that's kind of like this energy that I'm feeling for you too. So we've got this numerology guidance cards. Let's see what else they want to add into this here for you. All right. So what else for our Cancer signs, please? Okay. Got this one right here. And you've got creativity. Beautiful. Got the solar plexus chakra energy coming in here too, which is a lot about the relationship you have with yourself. And it makes sense with it being right in alignment here. So this creativity, I feel, is with whatever situations that you're dealing with, it is about you embracing that you are doing it alone and allowing your creativity, allowing yourself to think outside the box, thinking outside of the supposed tos and the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, and you find creative ways in dealing with it. And it's freeing for you, I think, when you really, during this Mars retrograde, you really embody your divine masculine energy that is within you. And you really get into this very firm foundation and this belief and strength that, you know what, I can do it on my own. Whatever it might be that's coming into play, whether it's running your own business and you thought you were going to need a partner, or it is a relationship, raising your children, whatever it might be, you have this creativity that's flowing in and allowing you to express yourself in completely new ways. We're also going to look at these Power of Surrender cards and just see what else they have to say here. Okay. And you got another yellow card called Surrender Stress. And this one says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Yes, as you center yourself and come back to you. So I love this energy in the real you, this powerful you. That you haven't realized. You're so much more powerful than you've ever been taught to believe. And I really strongly believe that. You do have 3 tarot decks that we're pulling from. The first one's the Chinese tarot. And we're going to see what else that they would like all you Cancer signs to know about this Mars retrograde energy. You do have those 2. Then we have the Runic, R-U-N-I-C tarot, like runes. Just get those. That was a unique shuffle. Let's try it again. There we go. A creative shuffle, right? All right. What else for our Cancer signs, please? All right, you get those 2 there. And then lastly, we have the Good Tarot. So let's see. Just 2 shuffles of this one. All right, and what else for our Cancer signs, please? Okay, any others in that one? All right, so you got 2, 2, and 2. So let's just get these lined up. In fact, I just might move this over a little bit so we can fit all of these together here. 2 by 2. All right. We do want to start with this one over here. And you have the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords, swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your mentalities, your attitudes, your expectations, all that mental stuff. And the 3 of Swords normally has like a huge heart with the 3 swords stuck in it, which represents disappointment, right? Which we talked about, this disappointment of you being left to your own instead of when you thought that you were going to have somebody along with you. It represents heartbreak. It represents that feeling of when you expected that these 3 areas of your life that they were supposed to fulfill you, they were supposed to make you feel whole and complete, but they didn't. They let you down. They stabbed you in the back. In those 3 areas, the 3 swords are relationships, situations, and things in our bodies. So relationships, of course, people change, people pass away. So those are unstable. They are disappointing. Situations like jobs, education, social status, whatever situation you can get into, we know circumstances never stay the same. They're always changing. So at some point, there's going to be disappointment around that. And then our bodies and our bank accounts and our possessions, of course, they break down, they deteriorate, they are stolen, they burn down. So those things also end up disappointing us. So all those things are showing the disappointment that you have, and that this is part of this adventure, this part of understanding is looking into those expectations. Let's see what else they want you to know about those. Yeah, and you have the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Staves. The 9s are about an internal journey where you find what you've been looking for within the suit. Wands are your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your energy. The 9 of Wands does show you, it looks like they're being inundated and being trapped and being kept in place. It's the Perseverance card, too. And this is about finding your energy from within instead of from without, which is exactly what we've talked about here. That these expectations that all these things are supposed to fulfill me, you've invested so much energy in those that it's kind of like investing it into a black hole. You haven't got a whole lot back for what you've given. But the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Staves here, is telling you that you hold the power, that usually you might see like maybe a gate that's keeping you out and blocking you from something, and you're holding on to one of the staves, which is the Ace of Wands, which is your power, it's your passion, it's your drive, and you hold it in your hands. And if you simply move that one, it opens up where you can walk right through it. So this shows you that your power is in your hands to continue to look at these expectations, because you have the power to overcome them and move past them. So what else you got here? You have the King of Wands. Yeah. So here you are in your power. The Wands is also your spiritual energy, and the King is the highest spiritual energy that you can achieve, which is connection to your higher self. So you are turning inward here, this beautiful yellow energies, you're turning inward to you, to the powerful you, and understanding the power that you actually carry. And there's this beautiful, again, like I was just talking about, you holding the Ace of Wands in your own hands, and there, behold, are you, this mighty powerful, you're, like I was talking about, grasping onto your divine masculine energy, right? So this is you're taking control over your life, you're taking hold of the energy and where you invest it as well. And then you have the Six of Wands. So more energy, more of this Wands and Staves energy. The Six of Wands is about recognition. And what I love about this is that at one point you realize, along like this Three of Swords, when you were looking for your validation and for recognition from the outside world, if you got it at all, you got it and you're like, that's it? I thought it was going to feel so much different, but it's never enough. The Six of Wands is about you transforming and changing where you're looking for your recognition. Instead of looking to it from the outside world, you get it from up above. You get it from a spiritual place, from the beautiful posse of support that you have on the other side. You got the Creator, you've got Spirit, you've got your guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who've already gone back to the other side, your ancestors, unicorns, fairies, leprechauns, whatever you believe you're, these beautiful, powerful, supernatural, eternal beings of unconditional love and light, they see you, they know what you've gone through. They've seen your struggle. They were just amazed at you choosing to come down here as a human. That's a huge, brave, courageous thing to do because of this world, to come down to a place that's so opposite of back home, full of limitations and restrictions and smallness and all these rules, where we are so free in the spirit realm that we can be 100 places or more all at once, enjoying everything, and so limitless and so powerful that when we come down here, they're like, oh my gosh, you guys are so brave. But in addition to that, what you've been through, what you have overcome, because you have overcome 100% of every situation and challenge that you've come across. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. So they are like, we are so proud of you and for what you've done. And you have this transformation of this energy of where you're not looking outside for your recognition. You're looking for that from up above, and you get it. And then you have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, swords, like we talked about here, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. She has the Ace of Swords, which allows her to connect to the capital T truths of the higher world, while also being able to slice away the small t truths of the fear of the human world. She is very wise. She is a master communicator. She also understands the balance of heart and mind, because not only does she rule over air, but all the queens also get a helping of water. So she's half air, half water, half mind, half heart. So she understands the importance of that ebb and flow between the mental and the heart, the mental and the heart. Making decisions too much from emotion leads us into places that usually aren't in total alignment with our purpose. Also, making decisions strictly from the mind very logical, very boring, not very exciting. So we have this beautiful combination of the two coming in here, that balancing, again, this ebb and flow between heart and mind. And then lastly, you have the messenger of water, which would be the, I believe this is going to be, because it has a little seahorse, the messengers in this one, I believe, are the knights. But this is movement of your emotions. This is movement and pursuit of higher love. You are wanting to connect to this higher power, connecting to your higher self. Because when you do that, you find this wholeness and this completeness of who you really are, but it opens up your whole new world. It opens up almost like this waterfall of unconditional love from above that just flows down into you, and it transforms your life because you really understand the powerful person that you are, and you no longer feel like you need this attachment, this codependency, this dependency on anyone else. You're realizing that, wow, this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that you are, and the connection to the entire world, upper world, you're like looking at them. And I mean, I love this because they're all up on the hill above you. And that's all the spiritual realm, looking down and going, wow, you are the bomb diggity. You're the nuclear bomb of bomb diggities. So very powerful energy coming in here for you. You are really understanding how powerful you really are, connecting to your solar plexus chakra. And you can do that through a variety of ways: wearing yellow, eating yellow things. You can even just look up balancing solar plexus chakra, and you'll get tons of information on that too. But there is this lovely empowerment that's coming about, and I do love this for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. And also doing those things, it helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in insignificant ways. Because when you like a video, you share a video, comment on a video, and especially if you subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it does want to share the videos and messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box below. And also, recently, I've just added a sliding price scale for my recorded videos, which means that you can pick, between a few different price points instead of having just a set one. So you can choose whatever price point fits your budget more rather than just having a set price. So again, all that information is listed in the description box below. Beautiful, beautiful Cancer signs. As you go through this empowering, oh my gosh, Mars retrograde, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.